what I would say about Cebu City is it's a bit of an odd setup because two major malls. There's the Mall of not the Mall of Asia. There's the SM Mall, which is near the port area, and then you have Ayala Mall, which is the other end of the city. They're not easy to get. The road system's a nightmare. It's not like just go like that if you're going from A to B. It's more like that. And then there's, there's a lot of congestion. There's people are complaining about crime in the city. I'm a bit further out, so I can't really say on the crime aspect. There's been some pretty bizarre and horrific crimes, but I wouldn't actually say it's any better or worse than anywhere else. I would say bag snatching is probably on the up though, same as jeepney robberies. Just be aware that they're pretty bloody good at robbing you. I had a friend where they took he sat on the jeepney, which is a bus. One of the other passengers took his wallet, took his money out of the wallet, and then put his wallet back in the guy's pocket because he's got credit cards, but they're not interested in credit cards because they can't use them. Very obliging, very helpful. Only stole his money, but Cebu itself, people are extremely friendly. There's not a lot of industry there. The port area's got trucks going in and out, it's containers and stuff like that, but it's not developed in the same way you'd expect another country to be. Cebu's called Queen of the South, but the layout's a very odd one. I found the city layout's a bit bizarre, and it's hard to explain, but once you've been there you'll understand what I'm talking about, because some of the road layouts are mad. The Rotunda is the sort of like centre of the city. It's got traffic swirling around it, and then there's lots of roads coming into it. Robinson's Mall is there, and that area there's a lot of girls looking for guys in there. Generally an area I rarely go to if I can help it. A lot of vendors trying to sell you Viagra and other things like dodgy watches and stuff. I try not to go into that area at all. To be honest, where there's expats, sorry, they're not expats, they were tourists, generally sex tourists in those sort of areas. I know someone's going to complain about that, but the red light district with the bikini bars is only 5 minutes walk from there. But those hotels and everything else, everybody knows what goes on, but nobody really talks about it. But Cebu City has also got some nice bits. The Waterfront, huge hotel, and we normally go to the restaurants up there. We like the restaurants. One, they're quiet, because the meals are expensive. The hotel prices, they're probably a bit more expensive than a lot of hotels in the UK, but we like it because there's a lot of time we don't have customers in there. We get left alone. There's nobody bothering us. It's a nice hotel. In the same way, going to Banalad. Banalad's a bit more busy. It's a bit more upmarket. But that's like to the northern end of Cebu City, and with that they've got a great Vietnamese restaurant. They got a few clubs, dance clubs. There's the Olio restaurant. Highly recommend that. They've got some amazing food in there, but check the prices before you go, because I know a lot of people complain about the amount of money we spend on food, because they do some amazing steaks in there. The duck's really good, but it's not uncommon that we would spend like 2,000 to 3,000 pesos in there for a meal. There's also a fantastic Thai restaurant, which is Little Saigon, Big Bangkok, which is owned by Mark and his wife. They do some great food, and also they're very welcoming. Highly recommend going there. That is, I'm always a bit, see, I know where all these places are, but I'm just like, oh, that's over there, that's over there. But that's because I ride by motorbike. I don't actually know it in the street names. So look for them on the internet and you'll see where they are in the city. And depending where you are, you'll know where to go. But the malls, if you like restaurants, they've got all the big fast food chains in there. They've also got some localized chains, which is nice. And I'd recommend trying some of the local foods. Market Man Manila is a blog worth having a look at for food, and they've got the Zubicon, which is in Cebu City as well. If you like lechon, pork lechon, it's pig basically, but it's like theirs is one of the best you'll find around. I know that it's already been said that the lechon in Cebu is the best in the world. That was actually quoted by Anthony Bourdain. Me, I don't eat it, so I can't really comment. But there's a lot of restaurants in Cebu. There must be 1,000 restaurants. There's discos, wine. Be a bit wary on what you're buying, because some of it is very vinegary and soury, because it doesn't travel very well, and coming all the way from France or wherever, it's not travelled well at all. What else can I say about Cebu City? Taxis, get them to stick the meter on. Don't let them haggle you. If they start haggling, just get out of the taxi and get another one. It's not worth the hassle. I try to use yellow cabs if I have to use cabs at all. White cabs are general cabs, yellow are airports. The airport ones are at a higher rate anyway, so they really don't care about hassling for extra money. But the white cabs, 9 times out of 10, they're like, oh, that's too far, will you pay, they want extra money. They just want paid extra all the time. And if you pay it, you're making it worse. You're encouraging them to do it more. But all in all, highly recommend visiting Cebu City. Try and avoid it when there's big religious festivals on, because Sinulog, for example, I think there's an extra million people in the city, and you will struggle to find a hotel anywhere. We had somebody want to move out of Minglanilla and move up to the city because he wanted to be a bit more central, and he realized that at that time of year you're getting nothing. I mean, there's people living in shipping containers as well, because there's that many people in the city for Sinulog. But that's Cebu City. Let me know what you think. If you've got any questions, just leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching.